of the planet, of humanity. And therefore there is an alliance for the first time to begin with communication from that which is the Seven Sisters constellation, from that which is the Pleiadians in the mountain, who are in a quantum state, a time capsule that has no time. A difficult concept indeed. One in a quantum state who has no time is not one who does not understand time, it is one who simply has none. What it means is that they can land anytime they want to, their consciousness in your clock. That's the ability. In a quantum state, it is not ruled by a linear time frame, but it is easily manipulated to a linear place if it wants to be. It can be anywhere, at any time. Pleiadians, you may think, have waited a long time for this. To them, not really. The celebration for the Dhamma and the others in the mountain is beginning and has started days ago. But they really haven't waited that long in the consciousness of a quantum state. Let me tell you something about the physiology of a Pleiadian. The human being is born with differences in the throat chakra that are biological between the male and the female, and you will even see it. You call the male has an Adam's apple. That is, of course, named after the metaphoric Adam of Adam and Eve, Adam representing the male. That is different between the male and the female on the planet. That is a difference also in a Pleiadian, male and female. There is a difference in the throat chakra. The physiology of the vocal cords is different. Men and women on the planet, yes, it is the same, except the woman's vocal cords are shorter, higher, men's longer, and therefore deeper in voice. The Pleiadians have a different kind of scenario. The female has a muscle in the vocal cord, much like on a guitar string, a human would put their finger on the string to make it higher or lower. The female can do this with a muscle. The female has the attribute of creating sounds that are higher than a human can hear. Now you're starting to have a little indication of why you're making some of the sounds you are. Now I have a revelation. Some of the sounds are the Pleiadian language. Now I have a revelation. Some of the sounds are the Pleiadian language. Now, let's just give you an example. In Pleiadian, Yawaha is one phrase. In Pleiadian, Yawaha is one phrase. In Pleiadian, Yawaha is one phrase. Here's another. One means good morning, and the other one means you don't look so good. It's subtle, isn't it? Did you notice the that's Pleiadian? The tones are not simply sacred sounds that you are putting together to create other energies. They are Pleiaidian greetings. Dear ones, you are singing to them in their language. What do you think? What do you think? Is it any wonder that they're excited? Not only have you awakened, but you have a Lemurian priest. A Lemurian priest who had a Pleiaidian mother who was remembering the tones and the language of his planet. But you have a Lemurian priest. A Lemurian priest who had a Pleiaidian mother who was remembering the tones and the language of his planet. But you have a Lemurian priest. A Lemurian priest who had a Pleiaidian mother who was remembering the tones and the language of his planet. Mother taught him when he was small. That is what you're doing. This is the Mother taught him when he was small. That is what you're doing. This is the Mother taught him when he was small. That is what you're doing. This is the Mother taught him when he was small. That is what you're doing. This is the Mother taught him when he was small. That is what you're doing. This is the awakening that the mountain is sensing. It is no wonder they're excited. There's more.